Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So today we are going to go through January's combat money making guides on the Runescape Wiki and talk through all the methods which I would recommend, are up in price and are worthwhile cashing in on now while the items they drop are related to a decent and rising price. Now if you haven't watched these series, we have been doing them for pretty much a year now, and we do two different videos during the month. We do a skilling version, which will be in the description and in the corner of this video, and also this combat version. Now this is aimed more towards lower to mid-level players and those pushing the higher combat bracket to give them some ideas on some combat money making methods to get the necessary GP needed to break into that higher tier PVM. So due to this, we will skip some of the high tier methods and work our way sort of down from the mid or high mid-level game and then work out some decent ways to make some GP with combat. But for a quick run through, in a minute, Telos is still making huge profit, and it's probably one of the highest points I've seen it over the past sort of lifespan of this series. 230 mil if you're able to do a 200 kill streak at 4k. Obviously you need to be a very capable PVMer for that, but if you're able to do it, it is some serious GP as well. Other notable things: Zamorak at 2000 in rage is 151 mil per hour. AOD duo if you are capable of doing that, 130.5 mil. And also Ryziel has started to creep up a little bit more in GP. It's been documented over the past couple of months, but now it has finally cracked that 100 mil mark, 100.2 mil per hour. And Zuck is getting very close for hard mode as well, 99.5 mil. AOD 4-man is 96 mil for that, and the sort of first one we always class as the general moneymaker is Ripper Demons. So Ripper Demons, a bit weird really, because binding contracts had quite a big crash, but it seems now that Ripper Demons are sort of getting back to their previous level. 75 mil per hour if you can do the Wilderness, Cannon, Ice Barrage, Blood Barrage method, which I've said over multiple episodes now and multiple months. I will learn, I will get to it. It's just at the minute, with the amount of content we're trying to get on the channel, multiple series, things like this are kind of on my to-do list. When I get some time off from work, I will try and sort of like catch up on those kind of videos because they are cracking weekend content. I know you guys really enjoy them, so again, I will get to them and I will focus on them as well. Vorkath hard mode, 64 mil there. Normal mode Zuck, still very good, 63 mil per hour, and a really good way for you to learn sorts of like hard mode Zuck and get hard mode Zuck is by camping an awful lot of normal mode Zuck to get your mind around the mechanics and stuff, but that is very, very good money. Now, the sort of entry level 3, in my opinion, again, let me know what you think about this. Araxi, Raksha, and maybe Solax a little bit more of a higher level, all around 50 to 55 mil per hour, which is pretty solid. The fact that Araxor is 51.7 mil after all the years it's been in the game is just crazy. They've done such a good job of making the Noxious weapons worthwhile, whether that's through perks, whether that's through like the Masterwork bow. They've done a very good job there, and I kind of think that they should sort of move out onto other bosses. Like Rago really needs some love. Like, I'm hoping this magic update really focuses on the Rago weapons and sort of brings them back to life. I'm hoping that it doesn't link to the Nox weapons, because if the Nox weapons get that sort of bump as well, they've already got it from range. You don't really need it for mage, but we shall see and see how that goes as well. But normal mode Warcap as well, 45.1 mil there. It's still very, very good. Solo hard mode Kerapak, 44.2. We have ED1 at 43.2 as well. Moss Golems on task. Now, you'll see the dramatic difference of doing this monster on task compared to off task. But 32.5 mil on task for a pretty achievable Slayer task. Yes, you need 108 Slayer, but it's not a Slayer task I do nowadays where I generally struggle. It's quite laid back, it's quite chill. And we do have a video on Moss Golems, and I do intend to go back at some point and just retest on that now. Obviously, over the years, there's been new perks, new additions to like best in slot Slayer gear, so it'd be nice to go and see those and revisit them at some point. We have Blood Reavers really have dipped off. For the longest time last year, Blood Reavers, you're probably looking between 50 and 60 mil. Now it's about half that, which is a bit sad, but again, still 30 mil for Blood Reavers is a really easy way to make some GP. I would say as well, easier Gargoyles, 26.7. Again, you're going to lose on just about 3 mil per hour, but Gargoyles are way more AFK and easier to do as well. So if you're not really feeling the fact of keeping your eye on things like Blood Reavers, again, the next minions aren't anything too special, but again, it's just something you have to keep an eye on occasionally, whereas Gargoyles will just be fully AFK. Legions and Ascension Crossbows, still on its way up, which is nice. 26.3 mil. And again, the Ascension sort of log is a really good one for pets, and it's a nice little one to complete if you're after it. And while the price is here at 26.3 mil per hour, you're probably not going to get a better time for a little while. Ascension bows really do have big peaks and downfalls, so if we're in a peak season, I would highly recommend, if you want to complete the log and get all the pets, jump in White's Making Profit, because that is very, very good. A nice little mid-level boss legions. That is sort of one of those I would work my way up from sort of base to mid-level, and again, a decent way to make some profit as well. Normal mode Kerapack, 24.6 mil. Killing Hellhounds, again, this is another binding contract special, but 23.3 mil for AFK and Hellhounds is pretty massive. And if you're a big clue hunter as well, I'm pretty sure Hellhounds will be on your list because they are a great way to go and get some hard clues. Dagonoth Kings with a high level, you're talking sort of Soul Splits and the Turmoil Curses, 21.2 mil. Killing Nex, back up over 20 mil, nice to see. It's good when Nex drops have a sort of value to him, because I think Nex is such a good boss to get into and learn, and making it profitable is even better. Catfight King Duo, 15.9 mil. The Elite Mimic, 14.5. Sanctum of Rebirth in the normal mode, 14.3 mil per hour. Again, the weapons are on the way up, so the fact that they're on the way up has bumped up Sanctum's price per hour. Noxious is 14.2 mil. Great little boss to AFK. Again, it's on my list this year to go and get the Noxious pet, and hopefully the dinosaur pets with the jail keys can be a little AFK project, so we'll definitely be doing some videos on that at some point. Hellware backup as well, 14.2 mil per hour. We have ED3 Duo, 14.2, and the Shadow Reef Trio, 14.2 there. Vine Crawlers, another banging task, 104 Slayer for that, 13.6 mil per hour. Sacred Oil, as always, still over 10 mil, but it seems to be a little bit higher than normal. 13.5 mil for Sacred Oil is pretty good. Obviously, you have to play the minigame. You need to get a couple of people to make it a little bit quicker, but if you can get those conditions, again, a really easy way to make some profit there, just by repairing the temple. Magister, really good way to tie in a Slayer task, 12.7 mil, pretty solid. And I think with the Magister as well, you can capitalize on when the keys go down. The keys at the cross at the minute really are volatile, like they're going up very high and then crashing incredibly low. If you can pick them up at the right time, you can actually make the Magister a lot more profit than what it's currently stated. You just got to sort of time it right with buying the keys. Mid-level Dag Kings, you're looking at 12.7 mil. High-level Greg, 12.3. Twin Furies, 11.8. Calgarian Demons, binding contracts, 11.8 mil there. And Lava Strike Worms, 11.6 mil. 94 Slayers, the big one there, because you need to be able to have that to kill them. Nightmares just under 10.6 mil. 80 Slayer. Corporal Beast, a nice AFK one, especially with Necromancy, 10.6 mil, and Barrow's still holding its own at 9.5 mil per hour, which for a boss which has been around in the game as long as it has, that is actually pretty good for Barrows. Abyssal Beast, the absolute best way to go in AFK some combat training, 9.3 mil, 105 Slayer, and getting the souls there. Corrupted Scorpions, because of the keys of the crossing, they're coming back up. Again, they're becoming a decent task. 9.3 mil per hour on task for how AFK Corrupted Scorpions are. Very good. Really good task to jump into as well. We have Vindictor, 8.8 mil, Capsari, 8.4, Rune Dragons, 8.3, and Moss Columns off task, 8.1. So that is a total profit of 24 mil per hour you're missing out on by doing Moss Columns off task. Eros, 7.4 mil. We have the Skeletal Wyverns, it's 7.2. Abyssal Demons, as always, holding a very good profit per hour if you are using them to train on. 7.2 mil per hour with that, doing magic. Frost Dragons at 6.7 mil, we have Seekers at 6.4, and now we're sort of going towards like the mid-tier Slayer monsters, lower level God Wars 1 monsters. Necromancy for Abyssal Demons is 6.1, Krill is going to be 6 mil per hour with a high level, so again, that'll be pretty AFK. The Subjugation pieces have gone up in price over the past couple of weeks, so that is a really good way to like get a little bit of AFK profit, and a really good first sort of boss log to complete, both Krill and Kriara. Kriara a little bit less at 5.5 mil per hour, really good ways to start off your PVM time and completing your first collection log and getting your first pet as well. IOF Scouts 5.3 mil, we have Edamus at 4.8 mil as well. Via Lords and Via Ladies, the ultimate way to go and get some pure AFK firemaking, prayer and combat XP, 4.7 mil per hour. Addy Dragons up a little bit, 4.4, not seen them for a little while. We have Corrupted Scarabs, 4.2 mil. Are these the... No, they're not the new Slayer creature I'm thinking of. Jad Farming through Zuck, 4.1 mil. Again, really good. And you will earn some money from learning Zuck as well. So a lot of people associate Zuck with like lots of deaths, a lot of resets. You'll still be collecting loot in the chest. So don't think you're there for absolutely nothing. You will still make some money from it as well. We have Corrupted Scorpions off task, 3.7 mil. So that's a third of the price of being on task. That's just how big it is. Dark Beast 3.2 mil, we have Tormented Demons 3.2, Spiritual Warriors 3.1 mil per hour as well, Tortoises 3 mil there, Chickens 2.2 mil, again I did the Chicken and White Wolf video the other day, chickens are over 2,000 coins each. That is huge money. And let's some white wolves, 2,000 coins. I didn't realize the meat was just as expensive as the bones. Yes, it might be a bit more niche, but yeah, that's pretty good there. And guards as well, 2 mil per hour. So 3 of the big 4 are now over 2 mil per hour and very little requirements to do. Obviously, I think guards is a little bit more intense than the rest of them, but yeah, it's pretty decent there. And that's where we kind of end these videos. The final one is going to be rabbits, 1.6 mil. What I always say with these combat videos is, if anything is underneath like rabbits, chickens, guards and wolves, it's not worth doing. You may as well just go and do those 4 basic methods because they're going to be performing better and making you more GP as well. But if you haven't seen any of the AFK money making methods or low level money making guides I've been pumping out lately, I've been trying to set a nice base in January of getting a couple of money making guides out nice and early, refresh the year, give you guys plenty of ideas to both do AFK methods, or if you're a brand new player, I've tried to throw out some low level stuff as well to get you guys jumping on that GP train and making some bank as well. But that's going to wrap up this month's combat money making videos using the Runescape Wiki's money making guide. I hope you guys enjoyed. Any suggestions, things you want to see, drop them in the comments below and we will jump on them and make them in some videos over the next couple of weeks. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.